request Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karad, Founder, President and Director General, MIT Group of Institutes, Pune, India, for his introductory.
The chairman of today's function and also the chairman of the Confederation of Indian Industry, Mr. Shukla, Mr. Joshi, and other dignitaries on the dais, and my very learned friends in the field of telecom management, rather telecom technologies. Let me confess first that I am not an expert in the field of electronics and telecommunication. Fortunately, or whatever it is, I am a professor of mechanical engineering, having a deep passion to understand what is particle physics. This very important conference, which has been taken under the leadership of the CII, and thank you, Mr. Milind Pandey, to join hands with these people so that the educational institution like MIT Pune, trying to run this telecom management program, this is possibly a very good example of the Industry Institute partnership, Industry Institute interaction. These words are not new to us. Friends, I am going to make some comments. What I feel on the background of the present development of the whole world, and especially in the field of you call 2G, 3G and now 4G world over, but how it applies to and what way we look as an Indian. I personally come from a very small village, and whenever I discuss these issues with people, experts like you, the very talented class, intelligent people, I am trying to make some comments on the issues which has been really speaking here. It is a word written, knowledge partner. I do not know whether it is only information and data collection and thereafter trying to reach the knowledge partner or knowledge device. But more than that, there is a part which is called the wisdom part of life. And when we look to the wisdom part of it, like the executives, managers and leaders, there is a word which is called as a statesman. I have been always trying to at least understand for myself. I am not here to advise you or preach you anything, and certainly not to teach because this is your area. But good luck, Milind Pandey, that you have the student community sitting at the back side. And they have been given a best opportunity to interact with these people. Learn from the very learned, scholarly, intelligent, capable researchers and innovators. The innovation and research has been the new area where we talk about. Friends, let me tell you, for the India, as a country, where we have a very huge population of 120 crores, and it's a country of great villages, the farmers, peasants, workers. To my mind, the question is mainly how this telecom technology or telecom management can make it reach to each and every corner of the country is the concern which I feel like. The most important part is sitting in this beautiful hall in a 5-star hotel, discussing these things ultimately for the welfare of the society and welfare of the nation. It's called the nation building process. Because I cannot myself sit in a 5-star bungalow and think of the poorest of the poor in this country, but possibly the government of India has a role to play that they should make possible through the, you call it mobile technology. Mr. Milind Pandey has been working on that issue. Mobile technology, telemedicine, so many new words have come. But these beautiful innovations and discoveries must be ultimately useful to the society in the last corner of this country. And the village boy, a boy who would like to learn and understand the mission which we have been trying to carry through all these technologies. I think the development has been phenomenal. Sitting at this corner, or even today in villages, to a boy who is a cowboy, standing on the field somewhere, he can click and he can talk to any person anywhere in the world. Good luck. This is a very fortunate development for the country, but much more than this, the very learning process, education process, of the training process of the villagers, the boys do not have a chance otherwise. The government of India has a role to play, that they must lay down all these broadband or any other technologies which you need for giving them the education. Sitting in the smallest of the small village, if the children get an opportunity to talk to the best of the best teachers through internet or through the facilities which we talk about, telecom management, I think that would be the fortunate day for the country. But now I would like to make one more comment. I know that in the near future, the government of India will be certainly feeling responsible, and they should be accountable too, to my mind, that they have a duty to make it possible to reach the last corner of the country, the smallest of the small village of the country, and make this technology available for, especially as I belong to education field, I feel education and training is the best part of it. Development of the society as a whole will only be achieved when this will reach the largest number of villages in the country. Friends and I go to some different topic which I have always in my mind. The people had asked me the other day in some conference, what is the new research area or the innovation area for the telecom management or even the electronics and telecommunication? Web page, website and the internet are the common words which are not new at all to the people like us. Friends, what is the area left for electronics and telecommunication or the IT or computer? You call artificial intelligence. Where this intelligence has to be applied hereafter? I'd like to just make a comment to you. For this India, the mother India, जिसे भारत कहा जाता है, भाइयों मैं थोड़ा सा फिलोसॉफिकल कमेंट करूंगा। भा का मतलब है प्रकाश। ये संस्कृत में भा का मतलब है प्रकाश। एक है the sunlight, which gives us the life. The entire living beings are based on the sunlight. But there is another important light which is much more important than the sunlight itself, and that is the knowledge divine. ज्ञान प्रकाश जिसे बोला जाता है, और ज्ञान में रत वो है भारत। ऐसी एक सुंदर व्याख्या है भारत देश की, इतना ध्यान में रखो। I am not trying to be partial about the Western world and the Eastern world, but possibly India has a role to play, and especially the intelligence which these boys possess. Dr. Mashalkar the other day said that India is now being known as a country of IT men. But IT is not information technology, IT is the Indian talent which you people possess. That is IT. And possibly these great men of IT, I think Mr. Rao was telling me he was in America in the Bell Laboratories, and a wonderful research he has done in the Bell Laboratories in this field. The world over, we have a tremendous number of talented students who are contributing to the development of technology, electronics and IT. The question is, what should be the role hereafter? A very typical thought comes to my mind, whether there is any technology in electronics or telecommunication to change the mindset. मेरे मन में हमेशा भाव आता है कि मन को पॉजिटिव बनाने के लिए कौन सी टेक्नोलॉजी हो सकती है? ये पागलपन हो सकता है शायद। ऐसी कॉन्फ्रेंस में ऐसी बात करना मुझे पता नहीं कैसा सही है रास्ता क्या कौन सा, लेकिन मैं सिर्फ आई हैव बीन ऑलवेज ट्राइंग टू थिंक कि ये कैसे बनता है, अंतःकरण की बात कैसी है, माइंड, पॉजिटिव माइंडसेट, नॉट द नेगेटिव डिस्ट्रक्टिव माइंड, वो तो कैसे आता है कहाँ से आता है पता नहीं, लेकिन ये एक बात है, hereafter maybe a research can be oriented even in the telecom sector to think of the mind, matter, spirit and consciousness. There are 4 words which are normally spoken, 4 parameters. ये consciousness क्या चीज है? चैतन्य स्वरूप इंटेलिजेंस है. Let me tell you friends, as you know it, some of you, that Swami Vivekananda has been my ideal, and Sant Dhaneshwar and Sant Tukaram, symbolically they represent our faith and belief. And this very great philosopher of India, Sant Dhaneshwar, had said in the first line of Jnaneshwari 720 years back, where he says, Om Namo Jiyadya Veda Pratipadya Jaya Jaya Swasamvedya Atmarupa. This is not a line of religion. This does not speak a single word of religion. Rather, he says, I am trying to write the scripture called Jnaneshwari to understand the ultimate reality, the ultimate truth of the universe. And I am writing this commentary to understand that ultimate reality of the ultimate truth. And what is the ultimate truth? He says further, Veda Pratipadya, जैसे वेदों में कहा है, वेदिक साइंस में कहा है, और दिशा कौन सी है? जय जय स्वसंवेद्या आत्मरूपा. स्वसंवेद्य मीन्स सेल्फ कॉन्शियसनेस, चैतन्य स्वरूप. ये शब्द शायद भाई साहब आप सबको मालूम होना चाहिए, मालूम भी होगा. Intelligence, consciousness, these words have come to the field of science hardly 30, 40 or 50 years back. Then principle of uncertainty was discussed by the great scientists, the Nobel laureates of the world. The beauty is that when this word was used, I would like to tell you friends, as you are all talented engineers and philosophers too, very recently when Albert Einstein passed away, just a few years before, after he gave the equation like E equal to mc square to the whole world, one of the greatest scientists of the world, he says finally, he says, oh God, now I realize that the entire universe is a manifestation of pure intelligence and pure consciousness. He used just two words, friends, remember, consciousness and intelligence, and makes a very positive, assertive statement that the entire universe is a manifestation of pure intelligence and pure consciousness. The same words which were uttered by this great philosopher sent up India, Sant Jnaneshwara, 720 years back again. See the beauty? A greatest saint like Sant Jnaneshwara and the greatest scientists of the world, they speak exactly the same language. They exactly speak the same words, intelligence and consciousness. ये कैसे हुआ, क्यों हुआ, कौन सी भाषा है इन दोनों की? तो मैं तो ये कहता हूँ कि संत ज्ञानेश्वर to Albert Einstein is the journey. Sant Jnaneshwar to Albert Einstein. I am making a statement as a teacher, as a learner, not just for the fancy of what India stands for or what Hinduism stands for. Remember friends, this is not a religious statement. It is totally based on the very fundamental principles and laws of nature and life. That is the beauty, and possibly I feel that India has a role to play, that hereafter this Mother India, आपका ये भारत और भारत के आप लोग इतने बुद्धिमान लोग जो है, दुनिया को एक नया रास्ता टेक्नोलॉजी के माध्यम से, टेलीकम्युनिकेशन के माध्यम से दुनिया को दिखाना है. बाकी डेवलपमेंट तो इतना हुआ है भाई कि कुछ पूछो मत. Even a child of 5 or 10 years old in your house, when he plays with all these mechanisms and instruments which are in the sector of telecommunication, I think they're wonderful. मैं तो और एक बात कहूँगा. There has been, I'm not trying to speak very with ego or pride. अंतर ज्ञान और ब्रह्म ज्ञान दो शब्द हैं जो भारत में कितने सालों के पहले, 5,000 10,000 साल के पहले बने. यह क्या चीज थी? I feel if I say tomorrow that possibly I myself, I do not need an instrument like your mobile. I can just click myself within myself, my body, trigger the switch with milli microvolt, and I can see on my screen in the brain whether it will be possible. To my mind, yes. जिसे कुंडलिनी बोलते हैं इस दुनिया में. भारत ने बहुत बातों का चिंतन किया है. शायद I always feel that these are the areas which will be very challenging, but not impossible. लेकिन मन का शोध लगना बहुत मुश्किल है, ये भी कहा है. इसलिए मैंने आपके सामने जरा दूसरी बात रखी है कि भारत रत्न अब्दुल कलाम ने कहा था, नेटवर्किंग ऑफ माइंड्स. The new area has to be networking of minds. Why is talking about mind? because possibly that is going to lead to network and create a harmony in the society. That is going to help you to create the peace in the society. सुख समाधान और शांति का मार्ग कहाँ से है? Whether these technologies will help to create beautiful infrastructures, the beautiful facilities, materialistic pleasure की तो सब कुछ बात है, लेकिन 5 स्टार बंगले में रह के 5 स्टार घर में गाड़ी में बैठ के सुख नहीं मिलता है, ये दुनिया को पता है। I'll tell you one story. In UK, possibly nowadays the news is the children in the age group of 10 and 11 or 9 and 10, there is an increased tendency of suicides. बच्चे कितने साल के हैं? 9-10 साल के। और इसके मन में आत्महत्या की बात आती है। घर तो सुंदर है, 5 स्टार है, गाड़ी है, कूड़ा है, सब कुछ है। ऐसे बच्चे के मन में ये भावना क्यों पैदा होती है? क्या विषय, क्या दुख है उसको? मैं इतना ही कहूँगा भाई साहब, उसे दुख है, उसको अपनी माँ और पिता का प्यार नहीं मिलता है। घर में माँ और पिता का पता नहीं होता, कोई किस क्लब में, कोई किस दूसरे क्लब में, ये उसका दुख है। Ultimately, all this technology, whatever you are talking about, every possible wonderful facilities around, and the comforts around, the communication around, the facility to learn and train ourselves around, ऐसे होते हुए भी व्यथा कहाँ है, दुख कहाँ है, तकलीफ कहाँ पर है? और आप वो ये लोगों की बात सोचेंगे नहीं तो नहीं चलेगा। Ultimately, well-being of the society and well-being of the whole world. लेकिन there is one more parameter which makes you feel more happy and more prosperous after you achieve the peace of mind. मैंने क्या बोला पता नहीं मुझे, लेकिन मिलिंद पांडे तुमको धन्यवाद देता हूँ कि बड़े बड़े लोगों के साथ मुलाकात हुई, उनका दर्शन हुआ, and I am extremely grateful to you friends. Whatever words I have spoken, if you feel it appropriate, there could be many more things which we can discuss, but this is what India stands for. भारत की अस्मिता जगाने का मेरा प्रयास होता है, ये भाव मन में आना चाहिए। बट अपने को विज्ञान मालूम नहीं, भारतीय लोगों को ऐसा मानते थे लोग, ये गलत है, ये गलत है। यही एक देश है भारत की जहाँ ऐसी बातें हुई हजारों साल से। अमेरिका का जन्म तो 500-600 साल का भी नहीं, बड़े हो गए, वंडरफुल, नो क्वेश्चन अबाउट द ग्रेट ब्रिटेन और द अमेरिकन्स। आई एम नॉट क्रिटिसाइजिंग, रिमेंबर दे आर आवर ब्रदर्स। द क्वेश्चन इज वी पीपल हैव फॉरगॉटन द सेल्फ एस्टीम, द सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट एंड फॉरगॉटन द पर्सनल रिलीजन टू। ये भूलना ठीक नहीं है, इतना मेरा कहना है आपको। ये भारत की अस्मिता जगाने के लिए थोड़ी सी बातें about technology, I think CS Rao and everybody will educate you, train you. Thank you so much friends, thank you.